People often ask me, how was I able to get through those decades of incarceration as a child? And it was difficult. However, one of the practices that I developed over the decades in my lowest moments, because I would have those moments, you're going through institution lockdowns, you can't take a shower for months, you can't email anybody, you can't call anybody, they playing games with your mail, it may take you 2 or 3 weeks to get your mail sent to you, and they're not letting you go to commissary to get soap, to get stamps, to get envelopes, to get food. So you're pretty much forced inside of a small cell with another grown man, smelling his feces, smelling his gas, hearing his prayers, his cries, his dreams, his frustrations. And you have to sit in there and sit with that. And one of the things that I would do when I would get in those very, very dark moments, I call this like the exercise of gratitude. And I would just think about how it was somebody this day that woke up. They woke up with cancer, lupus, sickle cell, diabetes, high blood pressure. They woke up with back pain, toothaches. They woke up with a sciatic nerve driving them insane. They developed cerebral palsy, gallbladder infections, ulcers, all the kidney stones, all these different ailments and situations, man, that caused them physical pain. And even though I was in that cell, which I believe was temporary, even though they told me it was a double life sentence, I never believed it. But even though I woke up in that inhumane condition, I still didn't feel physical pain. And I had the secondary practice where I would go through the list of names of everybody who I grew up with who had got killed. Chip, Boosie, Stem, Mark, Crackhead Baltimore, Big Head Mike, Ray, Kid, Bob, Otis, Mackenzie, Damian Clark, Fousey, Cat Eye Ned, Nose, Black Herb, Monty Rowe, Fat J, Twin, other twin, motorcycle accident, Leah, Tamika, Ebony. The list goes on and on. And as I would go through that list in my mind, as I laid there on that bunk, all of the different names, Steve, Pie, Dog, the list, Dark-Skin Jermaine, Raji, Seth, Hacking Jamal James. As I would go through these names, and the list goes on and on and on, even though I was in that bad predicament, I was alive and I felt no physical pain. So if you woke up this morning, no matter what condition you in, if you woke up without physical pain, a terminal illness, you have your health, you have something to be grateful for. There's someone that woke up this morning in a tremendous amount of pain. And if you grew up where I grew up or how I grew up, it's a long list of people that you could think about who have lost their lives and would do anything to trade places with you today. Be great, be grateful, be full of gratitude.